star who everyone knew was going somewhere. She was this smart, cute, funny pastor's daughter who everyone loved. Anyways, we ended up having our daughter when we were 21 and our son when we were 2. After my son, my ex-wife and I decided we didn't want any more children, so we decided that I should get a vasectomy. So without telling anyone, I didn't feel like I had to announce it to the world, I went in for a simple lunch surgery and went back to work, and no one was the wiser. My ex-wife and I ended up drifting apart, and we separated amicably. It's not that we didn't love each other, we did, but the love just changed. She had started up this home organization business after the kids were old enough to be a bit more independent, and she got really successful with that and wanted to make the brand bigger, so she put in a lot of time with that. I was still really passionate about what I was doing and was getting deployed all over Canada to teach and whatnot. So, we both just kind of drifted apart, but we still fully supported each other in the lives we were both leading. My ex-wife and I are still really great friends, and we see each other constantly. All of us have even shared holidays together. Anyways, Devin and Trish were on good terms, and they even went out and did things without me too. They had a great relationship. This brings me to Jeff and his wife. We all spent a lot of time together and did a Friendsmas thing and a Friendsgiving every year. We all spent a lot of time camping together, we did a lot together. So when he said that he was getting a divorce from his wife, Amy, it sort of hit the friend group hard, and we tried our best to support them in whatever way they needed. However, Amy really gave it to Jeff hard and was saying that she was going to take the kids to Ontario to be with her parents, who still live there. Naturally, Jeff was devastated on hearing this, and he tried his best to keep his kids here, but alas, she ended up moving there and did, in fact, take the kids with her. So it was rough to see him go through and hard to see him being treated like that and getting his kids taken away. In this time, he really leaned on us, and because they had to sell the house, we let Jeff stay with us for a little bit until he landed on his feet again. Well, a little bit turned into a little bit longer than we would have liked. Then Devin sort of had this idea that we could renovate the garage and turn it into a suite. So I complied, and Jeff was really gracious about it and helped out and spent a lot of time making it his own. Whatever, it was a bit of an annoyance, but I wanted to help in any way that I could. It was better than him staying in our house, at least he was out of the house and in his own space, so that Devin and I could have proper alone time without worrying if Jeff was going to hear, if you catch my drift. Okay, so now Devin. Devin worked as a dispatch agent for a little bit, and that's how we met. The job is actually really stressful, so she managed to stick it out for 2 years, and now she works as a hairstylist and loves it. Devin and I met a few months after the divorce with Trish was finalized. We hit it off really well. She's actually 8 years older than I am. She said that she didn't want any kids and was really fun and wild. We had our motorcycles and went on hunting trips. She was like one of the guys, but like a chick that wanted to get down and dirty with you, lol. That's a horrible explanation, but you get it. She was fun. She was everything that I needed at the time. We had the same interests and a lot of the same hobbies. Because she had mentioned that she didn't want any kids, I thought, wow, great, I don't have to worry about telling her that I had a vasectomy. So the topic never came up. Yes, I know I'm a horrible person. I never told her that I had a vasectomy, but because the topic of kids never really came up, that was sort of it. She obviously was the best stepmom to my kids, and she had always said that that was enough. She wasn't even the marrying type until I just felt like, yeah, I want to spend the rest of my life with this woman, and it just feels right. It's not like she was against marriage or anything, but she just didn't expect it, you know? She didn't need to get married. She was so chill that way, and I love that about her. So we ended up having this small, intimate backyard wedding with a barbecue, and it was perfect. It was perfect for us and all we needed. So yeah, shortly after we got married, Jeff went through his divorce. He was staying with us, blah, blah. Now, we worked together but weren't on the same team, so he had different shifts than I did, and Devin had a really lax schedule too. So, a lot of times, Devin and Jeff were at home together alone. At first, I thought it was just Devin being helpful and a good friend, but after a while, it definitely started getting weird. I'd text her during the day and ask how her day was going, and she'd say, oh, Jeff and I are just out for lunch, or Jeff and I are just out running errands. I'm like, okay, weird, but then they were going to movies together, and then they'd go to concerts together. When I was home, I saw little things that rubbed me the wrong way. He'd touch her arm when she was talking to him. She'd touch his bicep when he made her laugh. She'd dish him up food and wouldn't dish me up food. Then she'd constantly bring him up like, oh, Jeff told me about this, or Jeff said the funniest thing. I was like, okay, red flag. Definitely raised my suspicions. Even though he was literally up in the garage suite, they'd text into the wee hours of the morning, and she'd be giggling and texting him. There I'm laying next to her in bed, and honestly, I'm trying to start something up, trying to give her a massage or something, get in the mood, and she wouldn't be interested.